Hey guys, today I'm going to be doing a study guide over like testing my basic one. Right now I'm focusing on writing, and you can use this video for any test, but my main focus is on folks that are taking the writing test, no matter if it's ACT or even writing class in your middle school or anything. But specifically right now in front of me I have the results of my TSI test for writing multiple choice. Since I already passed the essay, my goal, the passing line is a 363 and I had a 361. As you can see right here, 361, and I already got a 4 on the essay, which is already passing. Anyways, these are the key points that are going to be on there. Sentence structure, that is the first one. Make sure to use notes. What I do is go to Notepad. Just you click the first one. Let's see here. This is a download application. Okay, so this is the first one. Let's bring it all the way here. Then let's open up another one, and our first key point is sentence structure. Oh yeah, before I get started, these are kind of like what's going to be on your test. So if your teacher hands you something, this is what you should do. You should always search on Google if you don't know. So first, let me look at the definition. Sentence structure is a way a sentence is arranged grammatically. The sentence structure is the sentence structure of your writing includes where the noun and the verb fall in individual sentence. Sentence structure depends on the language in which you writing or speaking. So it says sentence structure are basic for every language. And there's different for every language. So for example, we do English. Let's look at some images. Maybe it has some. Not the quite one that I'm looking for. Here it is. This is what I mean. This is the sentence structure grammatically for the English language. First subject, verb, then an adjective. So Laura is busy. Verb, subject, which is person, he or she, or someone like that, or something. You got the adjective. The adjective is like, what is she doing? Like, what is she doing? The flowers are what? Like, he is what? Laura is what? Use this phrase. Is what? Are what? So what you want to do, if you want to try to find the adjective, you want to take the verb and you want to put what at the end. Is what, are what. Anyways, let's go back and let's get back to the topic. Sentence structure. Review. We'll just do review. So make sure you're just listening to my voice and just see what you're doing, because I don't want you to switch back and forth. So that's why I had organized a nice voice headphone so you guys can listen. So the first website that I have clicked is arts.utah.california, but CA. I believe this is a college, but let's see here. Utah is a capital city. Okay, first one. Wait, it says First of all, it says sentence structure, web form is sentence structure. You will not become a better writer simply by learning to name the different types of sentences, which will develop a let's see here, what is that word? Spohisted. Spahist. Wait, let me see here. I'm trying to say it correctly. Sophisticated. Oh, sophisticated understanding of how language works. But if you would like to make certain that you understand how to identify simple sentences, compound sentences, and complex sentences, or compound complex sentences, you may try these simple exercises. Utah is the capital of Canada, but Toronto is the capital of, okay, I believe, so simple sentences. Well, let's go back because I believe this is not the thing that we're looking for. It's not going to ask you to name the different types of, on your test. It's not going to be like instead of compound, but for sure you can use this website. But let's move on, see what else there is. Second one. Yeah, I believe this is same thing. Going to close that out. Agreement, sentence logic. Let's say a revision. Because the thing is, this feels like this is on my essay, but I didn't take the essay. That's the thing. Let me read this result message, for example. Your performance on essay revision suggests that you need to significantly in this area. You have trouble recognizing how paragraph support you you need to identify supporting evidence in each paragraph. Okay, well, we'll just close this out and see what else there is. Let's go to TSI. TSI. Why do I even have this? TSI writing practice. Okay, this is a great website. I'm gonna tell you this. I've actually went through this. Select the best version of entity. According to explorers, Lost Falls, resembling the New York area falls, have been found in Okay. Because the reason why it's A is because the sentence is in the present tense. According to explorers, a lost falls resembling New York's Niagara Falls has been found, have been found. Has been is a singular present. Have been is the plural present. And these are all wrong. We can just logically delete that. Don't even look at those. Okay, now you want to see if this is plural or singular. You're going to find the subject. You can say these or these because these are the same thing. So Nigeria Falls with the S. We know it's Nigeria Falls. There's only one. Vino, I know that. But the reason why it's Yes. The reason why it's that, because you need to use, this is not a logic question. You'll see when there's a logic question. But in the English, you'll see so many things. In the English language, you'll see so many things that like you pronounce wrong. But if you want to do the correct way, that is the correct way. New York Falls, New York, Nigeria Falls have been found. This is correct. I'm pretty sure, because if I'm wrong, we'll just go to the end after we're done with these couple of questions. Let's see what's up. Okay, in the Roman Empire, the first fish to be, right, keep in mind singular, the first fish to be brought indoors was the sea barrel. It was kept under guest beds and in small tanks made of marble. Guest beds, plural, singular. But two sentences. You wanna check in the sentence that's specifically in. So this is specifically in the second sentence out of the third, out of three sentences. You wanna look at the answer choices and eliminate some of them. Okay, you wanna see it eliminated, because if you look at it, because if for but you want to know but, it's like, oh my god, yeah, I'm gonna give you an example. Oh my god, we were going to the movies, but we didn't have the money. So it's positive than negative, you feel me? So this has no relationship with this being positive and a negative. Or let me give you another example. So it's like a tragic sentence. Basically, you can say that Johnny, Johnny, let's say this, Johnny was watching Netflix in his room. Johnny, wait, let me say the sentence again. Because you can't say really Johnny was watching Netflix in his room as a positive trait, or whatever you want to call it. So yeah, we were about to play basketball, but it rained. You see that? So that's how. I'm not sorry for going in depth with each questions. I'm gonna keep in mind that the time is, and so okay. Let's see here. If you pick the A's wrong, because it doesn't make sense. If you gotta use your logic while doing it. You can't. I'm not saying use logic as 99% over the test. I'm saying use 50-50. Okay, let's see here. Sent. This is wrong, because if you can use logically say it, it would sound terrible. In the Roman Empire, the first fish to be brought indoors was a sea barrel. It was kept under guest beds. Sea barrels. It's like a run-on. You can say that. Sea barrel. Sea barrel. It was kept. If you wanna sea barrel, it was kept under guest bed, because it doesn't sound right. Because the reason why it's B, this is the best answer choice. Because this is showing in addition. In addition, it was kept under guest beds, because you can join these two sentences. You feel me, guys? And additionally, was kept under. This is the same topic as this one. This sentence right here. So you This sentence is the same topic, exactly same thing as this. So you want to put additionally. So the which is another word for addition. Okay, let's go on to the next question. It's important to learn how to swim, even if one is afraid. The skill one time improve your, and also take. You guys wanna also take a look at the perspective of the sentence. So it says to your life later. So this has to be your also. You get it? It has to be in the second person. You can say second person, so there should be like you, something like that. A second perspective, so you are, even if you are afraid. See? So it fits perfectly, and I didn't even have to look at the other ones. You want to take a look at them. Obviously, they are wrong, even if one is afraid. School time. Even if everyone, plural, nope, plural, nope. Okay, let's see here. Think about how to rewrite the following sentence according to directions given. If Antarctica icebergs could flow north before melting, many arid areas would experience reef from drought. Rewrite beginning with. What you want to know is you want to read that sentence. If you're like an international student like me, you're not gonna get everything. So what you want to do, you want to reread the sentence until you understand it, translate into your own language, or something like that. I'm not saying I just moved here like a month ago. I've been living in the US almost 8 years, but I'm just giving you a technique. So it says, okay, rewrite beginning with, if they could float north before melting. So let's read this sentence again. If Antarctica's icebergs could float north before melting. So keep in mind where Antarctica is. I'm gonna show you a map before. You need to like logically think about it too. Okay, so it's okay. I was just checking. So Antarctica, it's like, yeah, it's right here, right? If I'm correct. Okay, man. These ads. Yeah. Oh man. Is it? Oh, it is. I thought. Oh, okay. That's Australia. But anyways, you want to keep in mind this. I thought it was South Pole because that's the only way we learned in North Pole, South Pole. But it shouldn't matter to you because these are both. If you even think of this as Antarctica, it would be perfectly fine because it's talking about floating to the north. All of these, like in this area, is floating to the north, except you say like Greenland or like Middle East or something like that. But anyways, let's go back to the sentence. I know you wouldn't be able to um, search it up. I'm just giving you an idea. You need to picture in your mind where Antarctica is. If Antarctica's iceberg could flow north before melting, many. Oh yeah, so it's saying if they go up, the areas like um, South America, Africa would experience drought because of due to water. So if they could float north before melting, I'm gonna logically say it. I'm gonna finish it in my mind first. If they could float before melting, if they could float before melting, many areas would experience many areas would experience Drought, that's probably what I'm gonna say. Many areas where experience relief would relief would be brought. No. Okay, this if the could float. So this is describing it. This is the description of the subject. Subject is right here. Tardigrades, if say is giving a description, you always want to put the subject after. So that's C. Okay, let's look at the sentence one. Seaweed-based fuels could one day power your car. It's more than just an ingredient or purifying face masks or sushi. See, okay, this is out because it's an odd one. You wanna pick it on these three. You see the front. So look, it's a totally different one. Okay, so I'm thinking, could one day power your cars more than just an ingredient in purifying face mask or sushi? Sushi could one day power your car because more than just an ingredient. So I think it's this because it has a perfect grammar use like this. Comma splice to join these two sentences. So we'll just see at the end how it goes. Okay, I'm going to hurry up and try to finish it. Okay, in some places, truly all the soil wash away, leaving subsoil sustaining the crop. In some places, the subsoils sustaining the crop because, because virtually all the topsoil washes away. You get it? All through, no. Until, no. Before, no. Okay. 7, beginning of 7. Let's go to 7. 7 is right here. In contrast, let's read the sentence before all the way to the end of sentence 7. In contrast, in Asia countries such as Japan, there have been a lot. Sorry about that. Been a long history of seaweed and cuisine. Japanese households are much more familiar with it. So this is like it's like blah 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 blah, but but now blah 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 are now better. We were first. We first. I'm gonna give you an example. We first did not know anything about space, but now since we traveled out of Earth, we have learned a lot. So you can say in addition. No, you can't really say. Um, let me think of the word. I'm gonna try to think of it without looking at the answer choices. See here, but now, as a result, addition. Yeah, as a result, right here. Okay. The idea that lightning never strikes in the same place twice, one of the oldest and the most well-known weather-related myths. In fact, lightning strikes the Empire Building in New York about 100 times a year. In fact, so I think it's perfectly fine. I don't see any errors in any part of the sentence. In contrast, no, right here. Okay, Hawaii would consist of 8 major islands and many smaller ones, and which used to be known as Sandwich Islands, was admitted to the Union as a 50th 50th state in 1959. Formerly known as Sandwich Island, consisting of 8 major and smaller islands, Hawaii was So this is description, subject. You gotta know that, man. What is it describing something? Do you know anything? What is Sandwich Island? Do you know anything that has 8 major islands? It's Hawaii. Yeah, so you gotta, then you got this, which is like present. This is, did it happen this year? No, so that is why it is, was. The best version, okay, facing 50% cut in the funding library. Director was forced to lay off 2 librarians. It's forced. It doesn't sound right. Forcing the director. Forcing ing. Funding ing. So that's why you wanna take a look at it. It sounds good and sounds correct, but you gotta look at grammatically. You can't always look at logically. I've told you that, guys. So horror film that keeps in viewers state of endless fright and which draw major crowds. Okay, drawing, no. And which draw? No, it doesn't sound right. Which draw? I think it's this that keep viewers in endless fright. Okay, horror films that keep viewers in state of endless fright draw raw breaking crowds. See that? Perfect. So you can say logically the sentence to your mind that should come. Movies that scare you, that scare you, will bring a lot of people. It sounds like that. Okay, let's see this. There are a number of possibilities for this. Sentence 2. Just one number. It's more than just an ingredient in purifying face bags. There's a number of possibilities for this. No. In past years, I have located possibility of algae. Oh, one reason. There's a number of possible reasons. One reason. I don't even need to. That's my answer. So secure on that. Okay, okay, this is going for a long time, but I'll try to finish it off within 5 minutes. Can create a new? Okay, you want to eliminate these two? I told you, man. Who created this? You want to put the subject of it. This is a description. Subject first. To create. Carmen. Carmen. It's a run on, man. Run on. Carmen constructed. Okay, look, let's see here. Okay. Our main focus is not who constructed it. It's to create. What you gotta do, man? Yeah, they don't wanna know who constructed it. So that's why you gotta put Carmen constructed a paper mache figure. Okay, let's see here. 910. The US is no longer. In addition, I feel like it needs something to add on to this. The US is not. The US is no strange to seed harvesting. I feel like they should add something proof about someone's seaweed harvesting. Oh, okay. But look, Green Co. Harvest seeds naturally available across the US coast. Nailed it. Nailed it. This is way out of the box and it's out of the box, somewhat in the box, but not the perfect choice. Okay, since I'm not doing it, I'm already gonna click it. Since I've reviewed this, this is a 3. I cannot believe it. This is a 3. I got a 4. My college graders are extremely hard. I literally read this like 5 times and they gave me a 4. This is an 8. And they gave me a 3 and I wrote way better than that on my last. I took this test like this is now it's So many times, man. Memorizing the question. Okay, guys. Let's see this. Okay, I'm gonna just tell you this one. It is this because it's not they. You gotta, if you know this, if you know who they are, you wanna put it in. 16, you missed one. Which one was it number one? Oh, it was. So it had been found. I'm gonna try to see. Oh, it is. It has been found. Okay, I'm trying to tell you a reason why it's B, not A. Oh, for writing second person pronoun, you'll be considered second person's pronoun your in your life. Third person, everyone. Choice A, B, and C. Everyone's perspective. Okay, so it is the reason why because of the perspective have been found, has been found is looking towards you. Just show that again. Guess we can't do this anymore. If you got the following number questions correct, I got 16 correct. I'm on college level, but man, I gotta pass that test. If you feel you need more with the writing practice. But anyways, guys, thank you very much for watching my video. Hope you learned a lot. And make sure to remember, man, take your time. Take your time. Because if you're taking an important test and there's no time limit, you need to take up all your time. I'm not saying to second guess or something. Because most of you, because like me, and I know you guys are out there, because whenever I second guess, I usually get it wrong. But guys, take your time. That's the reason why I screwed up on my last drive, like one question, two question away from passing, man. But you need to know, man, you need to take up your time, look at the sentence, reread it until you understand it. If you're like an international student like me, translate into your own language, see how it feels. You know what I mean? You need to understand the question. If you don't understand or comprehend the question, how are you going to answer it? You feel me? Well, man, I hope you like this video. Please subscribe to me. I'll hopefully make a part 2 of it because I'm going to study a lot over the weekend. Oh yeah, one last thing before you go, guys. Remember to keep calm. Drink like milk before you go because it's going to get your brain warmed up. And make sure to eat breakfast and get a good night's sleep. And do not study a lot. You need to get a time limit to study a topic a day. Do not do it all in one night. Thank you very much, guys.